My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. They're short, they're sweet, to the point. I tell you everything you need to know in 5 minutes. I've worked about 10,000 cases. Yeah, I've worked that many. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I have not only been a teaching instructor, I've been representing people for a really long time, and I'm here to help answer questions you have. If you can, retain me, but this YouTube is more educational for you to help you make competent decisions on what you really need to know. I try to pull the curtain back so you can see inside the IRS. So today I'm going to talk about the IRS Form 433A. The IRS Form 433, I've probably filled out thousands of them. It's a very critical form, and you have to know that your performance in filling it out, sending it into IRS, dealing with the revenue officer is the key to your success in working cases. If you were to put all the success points together on the 433A versus all the other factors, there's no question the 433A, the financial statement, stands alone into your very results. So therefore, you have to know there's a couple secrets on the form that I want to tell you today about that you need to know. The 433A must be documented, so IRS knows everything about it. By the way, IRS probably knows more about your 433A than when you fill it out and give it to them than you may know about yourself. So let me tell you two critical things that you need to know. The first is your documentation must meet what's on that form. You would be surprised that it just doesn't. Now, let me give you an example of that. If you're saying that you're making $4,000 a month, you better have $48,000 in your bank account, and it doesn't. One of the secrets is making sure that your financial statement and your bank statements all make sense. 90% of them don't. You wonder what the person is thinking when you get the financial statement versus the documentation. Usually, I want to see your tax return. Let's say you make $48,000. Your tax deposit's $4,000 a month. Your cost of living should indicate $4,000 a month. And the financial statement that you're turning in all makes sense. But let me tell you the real big secret. It's timing on the 433A. You must make sure that when you're filling out your income and expenses, they absolutely make sense. And they won't. You will have someone who has a lot more money left over, or they're showing they can't even really pay their bills. So what's really critical on the 433A is knowing that if you have an IRS debt within 6 months, if the case is passed, its collection due process, or the case is going to the local office, you want to make sure your financial statement is showing the worst that it possibly can. That is the big home run here. If you've just closed on a couple real estate deals, for instance, and you just spiked up your income, not a good time to fill out the 433A. So timing is the number one secret. You literally have to calculate when my income is the worst. That's when I have to call IRS. Don't call them after a big commission. If your income's up and down, IRS is going to take a 6-month average. So make sure whatever you do, the time that you're giving the IRS that statement, what did I say, is showing the worst period of time. If it isn't, don't call IRS. You're going to get a haircut, you're going to get sculpted, and you're going to have a payment agreement you cannot afford to make. The other last thing I want to tell you is you must know what the national standards are when you call IRS on a 433A. If you've never heard that term, don't call IRS. Call another representative, call someone else, because you're going to have a bad day. Let me tell you what the national standards are so you know these are that critical to your case. IRS is going to allow you certain expenses on your financial statement, and they are a wake-up call. IRS is going to dictate to you how much you can spend for food and clothing, how much you can spend for housing and utilities, how much you can spend on a car payment, and how much it costs for IRS to allow you to drive your car around. Do not call the IRS until you're doing the worst and you understand the national standards, or you are just going to be stuck forever in limbo with IRS with an agreement you can't afford to make. So you're welcome to call me, ask questions, whatever. By the way, I do try to share with you everything that I can. So I really need a subscription, not so much for me, but YouTube thinks if I get a subscription, it's cool. So you'll really help me out by doing that. You're welcome to leave a comment. I respond to all my comments. And if you need, by the way, if these are small cases, work the damn things yourself. If you're just making X amount of dollars a month you're getting by, you don't need a damn representative. You can do it yourself. But you know the area where if you're scared and nervous, you better lay the money out, because if not, you're going to be giving too much money to IRS. Thank you so much for listening. I love you to get that subscription, and me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up.